Leo, welcome to your bonus reading. This is a see what pops up reading where we just see what pops up. So let's head into it, shall we? This is what came out in the cleansing ceremony. We had the Three of Swords, the Hermit, and the Two of Swords in reverse. So Three of Swords is the card of heartbreak. In this deck, I really like that it points out that there are actually no swords in her heart, right? Swords represent the air element, which is mentality, thought processes, and so on. So it seems like you may be recognizing the way that your mental health is actually influencing some sort of heartbreak, or, recognizing your thoughts or your mental processes or thought patterns, and how that is actually the cause of any sort of issue in your heart chakra. With the Hermit here, the Hermit represents going within, so you may be in a period of isolation. The Hermit can also represent reaching enlightenment, so it seems like you are finding the answers within, which is what the Hermit does. He goes on the journey and goes, within to find the answers, because with the Two of Swords in reverse, Two of Swords in reverse represents that you're no longer allowing information that you don't have to stop you. There could have been someone who was withholding a certain piece of information, or who didn't want to talk, or who was unable to speak to you because of X, Y, and Z. So instead, you are just finding all of the information within. With Trainer Protection Cube, it seems like you had to protect yourself against or from somebody else. With Mighty Ina using Crunch, this is a dark type, so it feels like you're protecting yourself from some pretty dark energy. Mighty Ina is dog spirit, which represents, like loyalty and things like that. So it could have been someone who was part of your pack. In the past, this can be, close friends or family members or something like that. And with using Crunch, I was hearing like, it's really crunch time right now. All right. So, like I said, we're just going to see what pops up. So we'll see what pops up, Leo. I hope that you are doing well. I would like to let you know that my books are officially closed for an indeterminate amount of time. I will continue to do my YouTube readings just at the pace that they want to come out. I'm no longer specifically doing them per month. They are just going to happen when they want to come. So, and there's an alarm. And also, I recently launched the True Sky Crew podcast with my friends and colleagues, Janine from Inner Sky Alchemy and Georgia from Star Nectar Astrology. We talk all things True Sky. The first episode is up on YouTube. You can just look up True Sky Crew. Please give a subscribe there. And the first episode, we talk a little bit about ourselves and then explain why use the real sky for astrology. All right, so let's see here, Leos. Let's see what's going on. What's up? Nine of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. Love to see it, Leo. We have the Nine of Pentacles. This is a very abundant energy. It's sometimes referred to as pre-Empress energy. As you see, she is, dressed in her finest linens. She has her falcon there, or whatever little bird that is. And it represents things that take time, right? It's like a bird and even a dog, right? You can't be BFFs the first second that you meet them. I mean, some people can. They have that gift, with animals. But even still, even if it's friendly, in order for them to like live with you, right? And especially birds to fly away and to come back to you, it really takes a certain energy and amount of time to build that kind of relationship. So I feel like you are really understanding the rewards of building long-term, relationships. These could be with actual animals that you have, but I feel like it's just the energy that you're surrounding yourself with are, long-term investments, long-term relationships, beauty and all high-quality material things. And with the Ace of Cups, I mean, one of the best cards in the deck, right? Ace of Cups, love, unconditional love, emotional offering, love offering. This is when your cup is full. So whether you're filling your own cup or others are helping your cup being filled, it seems like there's a lot of love in your life right now. And with the Nine of Pentacles, it's like you're surrounding yourself with things that you love, right? She's in her finest linens, she's with her pets that she loves. And I'm really noticing a prominent, you know, Saturn finger on her as well. So there could be a lot of love going into your business and career sector right now. You know, we do have Venus in Leo. So obviously that's bringing a lot of love to Leos. It is going to retrograde very shortly. I'm recording this on the 15th of July, and Venus stations retrograde on the 22nd of July. So we have already experienced the pre-retrograde shadow period, which began June 19th. So think about from June 19th to where we are now, and you probably have noticed some of the cycles that are coming up for you specific. I mean, everybody on a collective level, but especially you, Leo, because if you're here, you have Leo placements, right? So this Venus retrograde is going to influence you to a higher degree. If you're interested, I do have an article all about Venus retrograde. It is available for Scorpion, Eagle, and Phoenix members. So if you're interested in that, you can go to my musings page on my website and read about it. But that's what I'm feeling. It's like a lot of Venusian energy here. A lot of love. Let's see what's the light energy here. Okay, wants to kind of hide. We have Trainer, Pokemon Center Lady. So Trainer indicates somebody else's energy. This can be, you know, Pokemon Center Lady is Nurse Joy. So this may be someone in your life who works in the health profession or mental health profession, or simply someone who brings you joy. But it does point to someone who may be working either as a healer or even something like Western medicine that is in your life that is, you know, around you a lot. Let's see. What's the shadow here? Mewtwo using psychic. Okay, so you might be also working with a psychic. I mean, clearly if you're here, right? But it does seem like, you know, healer energy, psychic energy, whatever you're doing, it seems to be working, you know, pretty well because you're in the Nine of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups energy. But with Mewtwo here, it does kind of feel like there's something in your psychic basement is kind of the way I want to put it. You know, Mewtwo is a very interesting character. He's the first Pokemon that was created and not birthed, if that makes sense. Well, actually, I'm not sure if Ditto was created first. But anyway, he was cloned from Mew, and they were trying to make the strongest, most powerful Pokemon so that they could take over the world, basically. And, you know, he ended up being super conscious on his own, and then, you know, broke away from his creators and really had like a thing against humanity. It gives me a lot of sort of Aquarian vibes there. Mewtwo is canon Aquarius as well. And so, you know, it's also called the genetic Pokemon. So there can be some genetic things that are going on. And honestly, it feels like your royal DNA is being activated in some sort of way, especially because, you know, we have Venus stationing retrograde right as it is at the fixed star Regulus, which is the royal star, right, of Leo. So pretty intense stuff. So I definitely feel a lot of genetic shifts as well. Some of that may be through the healing that you're doing or any sort of psychic that you're working with. It says, a Pokemon whose genetic code was repeatedly recombined for research. It turns vicious as a result. So there can be some stuff in the shadow. Maybe you're a little bit, you know, upset about being experimented on in some way, especially, you know, genetically and things, especially with stuff that has happened over the past couple years. But it does seem like you are remedying it in some sort of way and really focusing a lot on love, you know, surrounding yourself with people, places, and things that you love to do. All right, let's see a little bit more. Seven of Swords, interesting. It seems like you may be running away from some sort of responsibility or something that you decided to do. You know, as we see here, it's like this is the sheep, I forget what they're called. Sheep herder? No. The sheep boy. Crud, I can't remember what they're called, but the people who look over the sheep, right? The guy. And so there's a wolf here, and because of that, he runs away instead of protecting his flock. And so that kind of gives me this energy of, remember the Mightyena that came out? That dark dog? That's what I'm getting there. Is like there was someone who got into your flock, basically, of the people that you look over or protect. And instead of sort of slaying the beast or whatever, you actually just sort of ran away from whatever it is. Let's see what's the light energy here. We have Trainer Pokemon Catcher in reverse and Trainer All Night Party in reverse. So what I'm getting is, you know, trainers indicate somebody else's energy, but it seems like you wanted to run away so that you wouldn't get caught by this big bad wolf of whoever was attacking, you know, those that were in your group or whatever it may be. And also, it's really interesting. So, you know, Trainer All Night Party, look at all the Pokemon there. They're all dark types, and plus, is Cresselia dark? I don't think so. But they're all dark type Pokemon. Umbreon, Weavile, Crobat, and then we have like moon stuff as well. And it kind of looks like they're in Vegas too. So it kind of feels like you were trying to get away because I'm hearing like the energy may have been a little bit too big for you to take on. It's kind of like, you know, Vegas energy, Sin City, right? And it's like everybody's doing it. So one person against whatever. It's like if you were to have turned around and tried to take them on, you might have actually gotten caught in it and also been sort of hurt by whatever this dark wolf is. So yeah, I don't want to say, you know, how do I want to put this? There were good reasons why you ran away from this responsibility that you may have felt you had. All right, let's see what's the shadow here. Going right to Mewtwo, using Psychic, we have Paris Blot in reverse. Okay, so what I'm getting is, you know, there are good reasons why you did it, but you still did it. And it may be bringing you a little bit of sadness because it seems like you ran away out of fear, and you're recognizing that you did act in fear. You know, Paris is hiding away as the rain is there, and there's a spider web, and spider spirit represents, you know, how things are connected, but also a very fear-based system of getting caught in some sort of web. Not saying that if you didn't run away, you wouldn't have gotten caught in this web. Chances are maybe you would have. You know, it's very, very possible. But, again, the fact remains the same. You did run away here. And, yeah, we'll just see more about it. It says, burrows under the ground and gnaws on the tree roots. The mushroom on its back absorbed most of the nutrition. So it's talking about how it burrowed in the ground and gnawed on tree roots. So it seems like you went away, you sort of grounded yourself elsewhere and rerouted yourself. So it seems like you're, you know, you've been focused on the root of the issue. And again, your root chakra is either it feels safe or it feels fear. So it seems like you've been focused on your root chakra to feel a bit more safe. And also it talks about the mushroom on its back that are, you know, consuming the nutrients. So mushroom spirit represents things that are, you know, dead and gone and sort of bringing it into new life, right? And mushroom spirit can be filled with tons of information, and, you know, new life. So it kind of feels like, again, this feels like in the past. Where you are now is really good, but clearly this is something that still needs to be reconciled. And it feels like you've done sort of the root work on it, and now it has become something else through the power of mushroom spirit. So we are going to see deeper into what that is. Let's see what Mother Moon would like to say to bring us into the extended, because we did have that, you know, all-night party sort of thing. We have emotions are running high in reverse. Yeah, so I feel like, again, the emotions of this situation are no longer, you know, running super high. It feels like you have calmed yourself. There's a lot less fear around whatever this situation is about, you know, being caught or, you know, partying or not being able to go out or any sort of genetic modification or experimentation that was going on with either you or people that you love or your community or whatever it may be. Let's see. All right, let's get an animal spirit. We have Rabbit, recognizing your significance. This is Archangel Gabriel. So with Archangel Gabriel, that is the Archangel of divine messages. And Rabbit Spirit is saying to recognize your significance, right? That you can make a difference. And Rabbit Spirit, we are currently in the year of the rabbit, which is a very fruitful time. Energies multiply very quickly, good and bad. It's a very fertile energy, and it can also indicate some, skittishness, anxiety, right? Rabbits are very perceptive. They are very aware of their environments. And similarly to this, right? A rabbit would run away from any sort of predator. Absolutely. It's an instinct. But it does show the rabbit having its heart chakra activated with the rainbow rays, and we do have a unicorn here. So let's just see what the unicorns would like to say. Okay, I'm getting actually, and it's funny, there's the lion. I'm getting that I actually need to pull this card in the extended. So we are going to head into the extended for the unicorn message to start us off, and then just see where this goes. So if you would like to follow me there, the link is in this description box below, and I hope to see you there.